Good morning, students. So far, we studied about rest, motion, distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration. These quantities can give us a clear understanding only if we can measure them properly. Let us see now what a graph is. As you all know, graphs are a convenient means of presenting basic information about a number of events. When a set of data of measurements is presented on a graph paper, it is a graph. Graphs are the effective means of presenting data. Even most of the complex information can be made simple and understandable with the help of graphs. Graphs also gives us a comparative study of the data, and we can analyze data from graph. So, to describe the motion of an object, we will be using the line graph which you already learned in your middle classes. The very first type of graph is the distance time graph, and the second one is the velocity time graph. Today we will be learning about the distance time graph. Distance, by the name itself, distance time, that is the relation between distance and time. So these graphs are used to study the nature of motion of a body, and when the object is covering some distance in a particular time, so these graphs are helpful in calculating the speed. And in the second type of graph, velocity time graph, again they are used to study the nature of motion of a body and to calculate the acceleration and the distance traveled. Be remember that time should be on the x-axis, and any other variable like distance, displacement, speed, velocity, so they will be on y-axis. So today in the distance time graph, we will be learning about the three cases: when the object is at rest, second, when the object is moving with the uniform speed, and third, when the object is moving with a non-uniform speed. Let us see this graph. In this, I have shown time on the x-axis and distance on the y-axis. What we are observing by this blue line is that time keep on increasing horizontally, but the position of an object is the same. It means the object is at rest. Object is not changing its position. It means if the distance time graph of a body is a straight line parallel to time axis, then that graph represents the object at rest, or the speed of the object is 0. Next graph, when the body is moving with a uniform motion. In the previous classes, when we were doing about the uniform motion and non-uniform motion, then with the help of one table, with the help of one data table, we plot the graph, and in that case the graph come out to be the straight line. Again in this graph, distance on y-axis, time on x-axis, and blue line OQ, OPQ represent the straight line, but inclined, not parallel to x-axis nor parallel to y-axis. So in this case, this line represent a uniform speed. Now, how to calculate the speed with the help of this graph? Suppose I want to calculate the uh, speed of a moving object. Let us take 2 point P and Q. You can take any 2 point. From point P, I draw two lines, that is one horizontal and one vertical. PM, the vertical, parallel to distance, PE, parallel to time axis. From Q again, I have drawn again two lines. One is parallel to y axis and one is parallel to x axis, QN and AQ. In this particular case, after drawing these two parallel lines, what you are observing that PQR, we are getting a right angle triangle. So, always remember, whenever we are going to calculate the speed, distance upon time, right? Speed is distance upon time. Distance is representing by the part of the line QR, that is Qn minus Rn, and time, that is by PR. PR is equal to Mn, and this Mn is equal to On minus Om. So that is actually the slope. Whenever you are going to calculate the slope, that is equal to perpendicular for that 2 points and the base for those 2 points. Here, for the line PQ, perpendicular is QR and base is PR. So, slope is equal to speed, and that is QR upon PR. So, if any graph is there, then you can calculate the slope. Now, next, when the body is moving with a non-uniform speed, it may be a curve or it may be a zigzag path. So, it means unequal distances in equal interval of time or vice versa. So, we can say that when an object covers unequal distances in equal interval of time, it moves with a uniform speed. So, in that case, the graph will not be a straight line. These are the references for learning something about the distance time graph. So please go through these web references and hopefully you understand this, and in the next class we will be doing about the velocity time graph. Thank you.